We tried adding a new product to our small business, but it did not go how we expected.
Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today we making flowers, guys.
Alright, so me and my wife, we just started this small business of selling electronic bouquets, which is basically roses made out of ribbon. But we also are trying to get into selling natural roses, but that doesn't matter today. Today we're going to be customizing this graduation lei that her mom made for us. So she's trying to help our business. She had this idea. She made it for us, so we're gonna try to customize it today. I was actually already working on this before we even thought about making this video. But as you can see, some of the numbers got messed up, so I have to redo it. We also have two different sizes because one of the leis is a little bit longer than the other one. But anyways, I went back to the Cricut app to finish up all the letters and the numbers that still needed to be cut for both sizes. I also ended up using this font because it gave me more of a school vibe with how the letters were kind of squarish around the edges. After I finished adding all the numbers and letters I needed, I also added an offset to each one of them, which will basically work as the white outline that will go around all our lettering. After almost 7 minutes of trying to arrange these into an 8x11 sheet, I ended up realizing I could have just done this in the next step. As you can see, as soon as I started cutting, it messed up a number and the letter, so that means I have to do them all over again. Thankfully, it was only those two that got messed up, but then something else went wrong. I just realized I did everything all wrong, man. Look at this. Okay, so the problem is that you just saw me cut all of these outright, but the thing is I cut them square. See this square shape? This shape was supposed to be for this paper, but the thing is that I cut it out all wrong. I just wasted all of this paper just to find out I had to cut it like this. I just realized that all the things I just cut are wrong. So I have to redo everything to make it this shape, make it roundish so it can be the outline for the color. You see the color will be this shape and this will be the outline. So I just messed everything up. I'm gonna have to redo it. So I did, but this time I added a smaller offset because my mistake made me realize that the one I had added was actually way too big. I also realized I had to press this button in order to change the mat so the outline can be cut instead of the actual lettering. I then started recutting all the letters and the numbers, but the Cricut messed up again. Finally, after almost 2 hours, I finished. Okay, so I finally cut out all the white outline, but now it's time to cut out these colors. So I'm gonna start doing that now. Since the cardstock we had was too small, I ended up organizing them like this. I finally have everything I need. Now it's time to glue them together. After I finished gluing everything together, we ended up going to sleep because it was almost 6 in the morning. Okay, we just woke up and we're gonna continue working on this graduation lei that we were working on yesterday. I started the day by measuring the letters before I eventually glued them onto the lei. I also did the same thing to the pink and white lei. While I was working on these, my wife was actually looking for inspo pictures on a Hello Kitty lei, so I ended up printing this out and cutting it. I was about halfway done when we realized that the image I printed was too big for the lei, so I printed a new one and started cutting that one as well. I also printed out a small Hello Kitty face, and after I cut them both out, I glued them on top of this cardstock so they can have a glittery background. I then finished cutting both of them, and this is how they turned out. I then redid number 0 and 6 because we didn't like how the colors turned out. This is how the new colors look. I also started working on this new flower my wife told me about, and I ended up getting burnt. After I finished all the petals, I glued them together in order to shape the flower. Since this was my first time making it, it was a little bit ugly from the back, but I still think it came out alright. We also decided to put this rhinestone in the middle of the flower to make it look more pretty. My wife then started to add both bows at the bottom of each lei. And after 2 days of working on this is how the final product turned out. I actually really like how they look. What do you guys think? Would you buy something like this for graduation season?